Come sit with us. When I see you now, I got to tell you, I think of peanut butter. Now, would you like to explain that?
That's okay with me, John.
Is that okay?
I don't mind it at all. I just saw that little film clip backstage, and
Doesn't that give you a funny feeling?
Yeah, it does. It does. But you know what's even nicer and even funnier? We're repeating those years now.
You're getting ready for the 25th anniversary.
Right.
Of
all the Mouseketeers.
Have they found them all?
25 years.
Have they found most of them?
They finally found them. I think there were 3 that they couldn't locate. Finally, they did. And, you know, the news was covering this. I mean, this was big stuff.
Yeah? Trying to find them all.
3 missing Mouseketeers. Yeah. Yeah.
I have a list of the Mouseketeers that I think are coming to the 25th anniversary show. Okay?
Yes.
Can you tell me what has happened, where they are today in their lives?
Yeah.
Do you stay in touch with them? Do you all know each other?
Yes, yes. We see each other through the years, and of course, quite a few of them have stayed in show business, so we have worked together. Bobby and Tommy and Sharon, and let me explain something first, though. 39 of us are going to be getting together for the big reunion party. Sure. Then the 9 originals that did the roll call every day, you know, we're doing most of the singing and dancing on the show.
I see.
So those are the ones that I'm sure you have.
Yeah. Before I do that, I'm realizing, talking to you now, that I tend to think of you as a little girl. And I almost want to speak slowly so that you'll understand. Isn't that dumb? And I know it's dumb, but
should I take that as a compliment?
Well, I'm not sure.
So. I think her film is aging, but she certainly isn't.
Well, but I think that might be a problem to you in your life, that people look at you as a little girl.
Well, yes, for a long time, I was typecast, I would say. And even now, I'll be in the market and people say, "Where's your ears?"
Yeah.
You know, I get that all the time.
I mean in business, though, and in your life and in bringing up your children, people must tend to treat you like a little girl and not bother you with things and say, "Oh, that's all right, Annette." You know, and things like that. No, they don't do that?
No.
All right.
I really don't get any of that.
That's great. Well,
yeah.
All right, here are these people. Darlene, what has happened to Darlene?
Okay, Darlene is a specialized nurse now, living in Nashville, open heart surgery. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, she's really
Well, I think we know where Bobby is. He's dancing on Lawrence Welk.
The Lawrence Welk show, yeah.
Sure. He's still got that big...
Since the Mickey Mouse Club ended, he has been on that show.
Sharon.
Sharon still does a lot of work with children's programs, you know, the big animals that you see all the time. She's been real active in the business. Lonnie just got his master's degree at UCLA, and he has toured in a couple of shows for Broadway.
Karen,
I think she said she's living in Fresno. Well, you have pictures here.
Oh, yeah, we're following this along. Go ahead.
And she's a homemaker and the mother of a little 6-year-old daughter.
That's great. I know what Cubby's doing. Can you share it with us?
Yes, well, Cubby is still one of the best drummers around, and he works with
Karen Carpenter,
Debbie Reynolds, the Carpenters, and Margaret. So he has been in the business, too, all these... On
the Mouseketeer show, we saw Cubby doing a lot of flash drumming. Remember that? Cubby'd always come in, dee-dee-dee-dee. Right. Now, he really has learned his trade as one of the most respected drummers in town.
Absolutely.
Annette.
What? Well, I've worked a little bit through the years, but I also have 3 beautiful children. And most of my time, happily so, and, you know, they're my first priorities, and...
Do you know that there was a press release back then that I got a hold of that said that after you finished being a Mouseketeer that you wanted to have 9 children?
I know.
And that you never wanted to marry an actor.
Never, never, never.
So that 3 out of 9, okay? But,
right.
And you've come close to marrying an actor because you're married to my agent, Jack Gillard.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Why did you not want to marry an actor?
Oh, I don't know. Not that I have anything against actors, but I guess working from the time I was so young, you know, and being on the set, knowing how time-consuming it was, so much traveling, you're never home. I wanted to marry somebody who was going to be a good family man, and I could rely on his being there.
Yeah.
You know, instead of off to Europe filming for 9 months or something. I don't have anything against actors, but I just never wanted to marry one.
In the last couple
Couldn't
of...
get a house big enough to get all the egos in there, I think, is one of the
See, that's
problems, too.
another
And the
thing, too.
depression. You need a barn to keep the depression.
Such highs and
Yeah.
lows, you
Oh,
know?
yes,
It's
definitely.
rough.
In the last couple of years, The Musketeers has been tried again. In '77, I think they
Yeah,
tried it again.
they came out with a new
and
show.
it really didn't work. It was
No.
entertaining for a year or two, but it didn't work. Have you thought of why that didn't work a second time?
Yes. When my children watched the new show, I sort of took it from them. I got their impressions. And they said the kids were just too good. You know, like, Mommy, we could never do that. We could never dance like that. We could never sing like that. Maybe they were just a little bit too polished.
What does
And
that
we
say
never
about you as a
were.
Musketeer?
Oh, no, we weren't. We
Oh,
weren't.
but it was so polished and wonderfully done.
Well, but it
Yeah.
was more like the kids next door,
Uh-huh.
I think. You
Yes,
know?
yeah. I
It
was
was
so...
really
I think
late.
things happen like that in the business, though, don't they? You know, there have been films like that, like An Easy Rider or something, where it would just everything came together at the
Yeah.
right time and the right people
just
were
works.
involved.
But
Yeah.
weren't we
Just
more naive in the
gels.
50s?
Probably that, too.
I was so jealous of Spin and Marty. I just... I wanted to go to camp with you, and I didn't
Yeah.
care about Spin. I believed it.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. I think the originals were more believable.
Yes, I think it was.
Yeah.
Do you have one of those great hats? Somebody said that you have I think it's right behind you on the thing. They put it... I'll
Here
put
it
my
is.
arm around you. This may be the
Yes,
closest I get.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, these are... Wait a minute. This is not the regular hat.
No, no.
That's a special.
for the
This
25th,
is a
is?
special to make you an honorary Musketeer.
Oh, a
Oh.
silver anniversary.
Can we sing the little song? It's made for you and me. M-I-C, see you real soon. K-E-Y.
Why?
Because we like you.